I know. Hey, Mark, you out here on the line for what, man? You trying to help folks that don't want to work, Mark?
No, I'm helping people that's qualified to work and get work that they're qualified for right in their own community.
So you say we want to work, huh?
Oh yeah, we're prepared to work, qualified to work, live in the community where the work is being done. But right now, this takes us back to when a majority white community says that you're qualified to do the jobs after we get through doing the work. As if black people can't build gas stations, if black people can't build roads and bridges. So we got to bridge the gap here. So there's no such thing as we don't have qualified contractors and qualified workers. I mean, and so it's the moral issue of our day. It's a moral issue as we keep talking about double-digit unemployment. As we talk about how do we stop the violence. Well, you stop the physical violence when you stop the economic violence. It's economically violent to come into a majority black community with qualified workers, and they got to watch other people who don't live here.
Can you step over here for a second? But people but let's face it. When they build this Menards over here, and when they build this Myers over here, we gonna be running over here, including me, to spend our money.
Well, you know, you got two parts of our community. You got some part of our community that are just consumers, who may not know better. But then historically, there are those of us in this community who know how to channel those consumer dollars just so you don't just become consumers, but don't finance your own destruction. So for everybody who says, how do you stop the violence? Well, you can stop the violence by the way you spend your dollars. The way you spend your dollars and the way you use your consumer action can either put people to work legally, or you can use that consumer action or non-action to watch us die illegally. And so as Mr. Gardner said, this is not about the current law. This is about equal protection under the law. Do these qualified contractors, who some of whom have been forced to sell drugs, do they have the equal protection to sell in the legal economy, or do they have the equal protection like these folk to have a legal economy? And we say, hey, in a non-violent way, you can't expect us just to be consumers and just to wait for jobs when we've proven that we qualified to build.
Well, last question though, you know, you and I were born in the early 60s. You got folks born in the 90s and the 80s. Do they understand this fight?
Well, one of the things we've been doing, we've been educating some of the white folks who are saying, wait a minute, we see people on TV standing in line for jobs. Well, we're here to help build you some jobs. And so, and they were serious about it. But we're saying historically, we've also proven we're not just workers, we're also manufacturers, we're also producers, and so now we're bridging the gap to show we can live in this community. Like Dr. King said, we can live together as brothers and sisters, or you can die apart as fools. And so right now, we spend a lot of time building up a community that says blacks and whites can live together. And what we're trying to say is there are blacks in this community who can work and build and construct economically together as well.
But this is a fight, Evergreen Park fight, isn't it?
It's a moral fight, wherever it is. You've got, it's the moral question. It's not, you know, and historically, the law used to always say that you didn't have to engage black people. But what we're saying, it's a moral question that you can come into a majority black community and call yourself a good corporate customer to the community, and you can sit up here knowing there's something you can do about the double-digit unemployment. There's something you can do about the lack of contractors working. And so it's economically right, and it's morally right to say that the people who are going to consume here can also build here.
Man, you're the man. Keep protesting, man. So we all should fight, no matter if we were born in the 80s, or the 90s, or the 70s, or the 60s, or 50s, or 40s. We still, the fight goes on, huh?
Fighting is going to always be. We got what we got in this country because we fought. And we only got what we got, you know, unless we fought. And so we got to fight.
Keep fighting.
What's that saying? The struggle continues.
The struggle continues, man. All right, Mark.
Forwards ever, backwards never.
All right, Mark, you the man. They out here protesting. I can't even hear what's going on.